Hey, everybody out in Yahoo land. Yeah, everybody out in YouTube land. That one too. Hey, they both start with a Y. What can I do? Okay, amateur here. Okay. Hey, how's everybody doing? I know everybody's talking about Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare. Yay! Yeah. Did you see how quiet the crowd has been when they were talking about it? Now, I don't know if they were just intently looking and watching, or if they were thinking the same thing I was. We're here to look at Call of Duty, and I know it says Call of Duty up on that big board. I know you've said it's Call of Duty, but that whole you can turbo jump around, and it looks like Titanfall and Black Ops 2 went into the back room, did the deed, and now popped out Advanced Warfare as their love child. It just doesn't have... It doesn't look like Call of Duty anymore. Just call it Advanced Warfare. Don't call it Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Just call it Advanced Warfare. And be done with it. So I thought we'd talk a little bit here about where I think Call of Duty should go from here. And to do that, I thought maybe I should rank the Call of Duty games for you. And this is going to be real quick. I'm just going to literally list them off. I'll put my explanation why down in the description below, in the comments below, and then you can make comments off of that. You can look at it and you can tell me what you think. Alright, last place for me, the worst Call of Duty, World at War. Just didn't suit me. Next one, this one right here, Ghost. There's a lot of things wrong with it. Next for me was Modern Warfare 3. Again, a lot of things, and it was slow. Yeah. Next for me, I'm going to get yelled at for this one. Modern Warfare 2 is next for me. Especially in the beginning. I'll tell you a quick story here. True story. One of the things I hated about it was how easy it was to quickscope in Modern Warfare 2. And a lot of people, that was their first real big Call of Duty game for multiplayer. And by the way, we're only talking about multiplayer. We're not talking about the single player or the zombies or extinction or anything like that. That's not what we're talking about. Strictly multiplayer. Alright? That's it. Quickscoping was so easy in Modern Warfare 2. A buddy of mine who's a strict, and I mean strict, SMG player. They do nothing but SMGs. And he one time accidentally picked up a sniper rifle and he picked it up and went nuts. He quickscoped a guy by accident, went, oh, that was easy, and just went on holy terror. It was on Afghan, and that was the last Call of Duty we played. Or, excuse me, Modern Warfare 2 game we played. We went back to COD 4. So there's a lot of things going on in there. Again, I'll put it down below. Next for me was the two Black Ops. Black Ops 1, followed by Black Ops 2. Black Ops 1, I thought the graphics let it down. If you had future things and something was supposed to be in the past. That didn't make sense. Black Ops 2, I thought got better. Again, a lot of stuff. You get the A10 kill streak on carrier or something like that, game over. It was done. You know, for the most part, you know, or I don't know, pretty much any map on you get that A10, it's a done game. And it had some really bad maps in there too. So best Call of Duty for me was Call of Duty 4, the very first Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 1, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, however you want to say it, that to me was the best Call of Duty. And I say that for a couple reasons. One, kill streaks were balanced. 3 got you UAV, which lasted for 30 seconds. The airstrike wasn't, oh my god, overpowering. The helicopter got you usually 3 kills, maybe 5, if you're, you know, in good shape. You know, that was it. So they weren't overpowering, and as for the helicopter, you could down that thing pretty easily. It wasn't too hard to down. perks were good. You had to give up something to get something. If you wanted the UAV jammer, you had to give up stopping power or rapid fire. You know, it wasn't you got everything. And now he's kind of like you almost get everything. You know, I like that you had to give up something to get something. So, the guns were played the way the guns were supposed to play. The SMG was good up short range. The shotgun was good in close. I mean, close quarter combat, almost knife range. The knife was good. You didn't have you could knife a guy off to the side. You had to be pretty much face forward to him. Kind of looks like the Punch Advanced Warfare, so that might be alright. You know, the sniper rifles, you know, were good at long range. And yes, you could quickscope, but you know, you didn't have all these modded controllers and everything else going on for at least when the game first came out, and until they let the servers pretty much go to crap and all these modders got in here. That you could fight against a quick scoper, and it actually took. That's the game where it took skill to be a quick scoper. You could not simply pick one up, go left trigger, right trigger, done. And you didn't have the automatic fire like you do with the modded controllers, you know, where you got 5 perks with your modded controller, and then you could play, you know, on with the with your regular perks. So, you know, instead of getting 3, you were getting 8 perks basically, and that's why I don't like the modded controllers. And you didn't have that in Call of Duty 4. The other thing with the perks, yes, you could, you know, you had some death streaks. Because in the 3 tier, you had Martyrdom and Last Stand. But I could kill off that Last Stander easy. I could keep firing at him with my RPD. I could throw a flashbang on him real quick. I could, you know, even if it didn't hit him, the flash itself would kill him. Or a stun grenade, same thing. Or my buddy, the pipe layer, he'd come in, he'd shoot the guy with his M16, and he'd put up his helicopter and go, "Hey, thanks a lot." And you're like, "Yeah, get you back for that one. You owe me beer for that one later." But you know, it wasn't. Oh my God, you know, you had C4, but you couldn't chuck it for 4 miles. You know, you had claymores, but they, you know, okay, they got annoying, but you could get your way around them. And you couldn't resupply them, even if you scavenged up stuff. You couldn't resupply your grenades and everything else, even if you had the triple grenade. You know, you had the people, they throw off all 3 of their grenades. Well, you know what? You're done with those. So, you know, there was a balance. You couldn't get an RPG, you know, on its own. It was a perk. You had 2 RPG shots, and that was a perk. So, you know, it was what it was. And the RPG wasn't that accurate. It wasn't like you could fire a straight one all the way down the map. That thing went all squirrely. The maps were very good. Very good. How good were the maps? 6 of them have returned to Call of Duties in revamped modes. So that's why I am suggesting that Activision do. Is that, yeah, Advanced Warfare is coming out. Let's talk about Advanced Warfare and I'll get into my idea for Call of Duty. Do I think it'll be up to par? I think it'll be decent. I don't think it's going to be the greatest game that's ever graded, you know, in our lifetimes. But at the same time, I think it's going to have so much stuff and it's going to be so different. It's not really going to be Call of Duty. It'll just be Advanced Warfare. It'll be its own entity. And that's fine. Well, then let's call it a day on Call of Duty in general. I think Advanced Warfare will be fine, but I don't think it's going to be the end-all, be-all, and the greatest game that's ever come out. So, what does Call of Duty need to do? Well, I thought one possibility might be kind of fun. It hasn't been done. Is a Call of Duty Midwest or Old West. You know, your 6 shooters, you know, you could go up to maybe start including some semi-automatic pistols and, you know, your your different Winchesters, your Henrys, and kind of those old classic iconic games, and you could have some fun with that. So, and you could do some kind of neat customizations at the time. And I thought, well, that might be kind of fun. That might be alright. So I have to do some research into that. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that, and we'll talk about that some other time. Let me know what you think of that idea below. But what I really think Activision needs to do, what I was going to say earlier is, and I said this in one of the other videos I made up, remake Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 1, and put it out on the Xbox One. Strictly only the Xbox One. Okay? So now you get your better security, get rid of all the modders. Don't mess with the gunplay. It's fine the way it is. It works just fine the way it is. Just clean it up. Make it sharper. Make it cleaner looking. It's like taking the classic car, washing it, and putting polish on it. And tuning it up. And then you get your classic car. So do that kind of stuff. And then you put all the maps out that were in Call of Duty 4. Even the DLCs, you put that on the original. So you put all that out, you get that going, and then you can add on from there. There are, what do we got here? We got 7, I think, additional Call of Duties counting Advanced Warfare. So I think Advanced Warfare is 8. So okay, you take those and you say, okay, what good maps? Let's pick out 2 good maps from each one. So let's take Black Ops 1, and I think everybody knows one of them. I'm not the biggest fan of Nuketown, but I think if you got rid of the guy sitting down at the end of the sides with his LMG target finder or whatever, Black Ops 1 or 2, depending on how, whatever it was, that's how you played that game. And that's, I did that in one of the other videos to show it's not fun. As my problems with Call of Duty, that's not fun. That's not for me. I was sitting there doing it because it's how you play that map, though. It's how you score well in that map. And we want to score well. I'm competitive. I want to score well. So, but with I think you could do something now if you maybe expanded that just a little bit, make it longer and fatter, just a little bit, not a lot, and then you had like access ways to a couple bunkers. Well, if it's a community bunker type deal, so you had like kind of a house bunker thing under the ground that you went through and you fought in. Then you have a way to come up behind that guy laying down in the back, wherever the case may be, and go from there. So that's kind of my thought on that. And then you could also bring up a gun from each one. How about the FAMAS from Black Ops 1? I know a lot of people like that. Maybe there was a different sniper rifle or different shotgun or something like that. Oh, the 1887s. Speaking of Wild West, akimbo dual action 1887s. That thing was fun. And then they nerfed it to oblivion, and it went away. But you get the idea. Let's say Ghost. Let's say you take this map here, and I don't know. Give me another map that's good in here. So you take a couple good maps from here, and maybe this MTAR that I'm using, and so that's another DLC. Along with some customizations or something rather. And the other thing with the customizations I would do is, so you had usually 2 teams. Usually you had like a militia and SEALs. So your SEAL unit guy, you make up what your SEAL unit guy is going to look like, and you make up what your militia guy is going to look like, and you make up what your U.S. Marine guy is going to look like, and so each looking guy, you know kind of what he's going to look like, but it's also kind of team oriented, so you can identify who's on what team. Because a lot of times you run around here and everybody kind of looks the same. You know, have you noticed that everybody just kind of looks the same a little bit? And you know, maybe we can get rid of that. So that's kind of my thought on this. Maybe you can get rid of stuff like this. I don't know how he sits there and goes flip, flip again, and get me. Man, and I know it hits me in the head. It looks like it hits me in the head. Might have been a little off, but still. I mean, come on, really? So, but that's why I think Call of Duty should just call it. And you kind of get the best of Call of Duty. Comes out, Call of Duty 4, maybe a Wild Western one. Might be kind of fun. So anyways, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about, as this canister bomb goes off here, what do you think about all that? And also feel free to favorite, like, and subscribe down below. Let me know what you think. And everything else help me grow. And grow this channel into something bigger and better, alright? Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time. Solid Mustang, rolling out.